just got some insane releases from both OpenAI and Anthropic. Opus 4.6 is out, but also GPT 5.3 Codex is also out. So let's see exactly what happened. Let's begin with some very important benchmarks. GPT 5.3 Codex became better at coding, a lot better at agentic tasks, as well as other tasks, as we can see here. It's a significant improvement compared to what GPT 5.2 Codex was able to do. Not only that, but they cut their token and thinking by quite a lot. We're talking about a reduction of about 50%. You can see here on Software Bench Pro Public, we can see that GPT 5.2 Codex was thinking for like 90,000 tokens. This right now is only 40,000 tokens. This is more than 50% reduction in tokens outputted, which is very, very big, especially considering that the performance is a lot better, even at low thinking budgets. The improvements are very, very significant, very, very obvious. What this will mean is that you will wait a lot less for your request to finish. It will use a lot less money because it outputs a lot less tokens, and also its performance is going to be a lot better. We're talking about a major improvement in what ChatGPT could do. Now just to put everything into perspective, Opus 4.6 is also a significant improvement to Opus 4.5. Their cost is very similar. However, Opus 4.6 became a lot better at agentic coding. However, it's trailing behind GPT 5.2 and 5.3 Codex. On agentic coding, it didn't improve, but the big improvement is on computer use, which is significantly better, on tool use, which is nearly perfect across two different benchmarks. It's also able to do agentic search very well. Browse competition is literally at 84%, nearly solved. And on Humanity Last Exam, without tools, but also with tools, it improved massively, and it's literally a lot better than its competition. On agentic financial analysis, guys, it's also a lot better than all of the other competitors. On office tasks and on ArcAGI too, they're literally so much more better than the competition. And this is where the power of Opus is going to be. In real world tasks, in new works, in being an assistant, a financial advisor, doing problem solving and all of this stuff. Literally, they have quite saturated coding. So right now with Claude Cowork or Claude, I don't remember how it's called, they're targeting all of the other employees, all of the other jobs other than coding, digital tasks. So we can see a significant improvement also in visual understanding, multilingual understanding. We can see here that most of the benchmarks are kind of saturated, which is a negative. And finally here we can see Opus with its thinking patterns and how much it performs. So it's very, very powerful across all of its thinking budget. This is very interesting because you might be able to use Claude Opus low or medium to save money while having considerably better performance. But the most important thing about this chart is how intelligence in just a couple of months has improved while decreasing in price. We can see here GPT 5.2 Pro, we can see here Opus, we can see here Gemini 3 Pro. We literally jumped at least 2 to 3 tiers. We're talking about 2 times the performance at similar costs, and this is pretty amazing, I gotta say. One of the most important thing about Opus, just to finish up this video, is that it has a 1 million context window, and its performance on that context window is significantly better than their competition. And guys, Claude is coming to Excel, it's coming to PowerPoint, and it's going to change the way we create daily reports, daily presentations. It's going to superpower every worker within within companies, and they focused on improving Opus 4.6 so it can work perfectly with cowork. This is pretty insane, I gotta say. And in general, AI today just took a significant leap forward across both of the competitors. Now it's time for Google to bring on their Gemini 3 general availability. Hopefully they will improve the performance. Hopefully they will be able to cut costs to stay competitive, and let's see what happens.